Hey guys, welcome back to The Happy Couple, where we help you find and create happy, long-lasting relationships. Today's video is on 6 behaviors that kill relationships.
Dun dun dun.
Point number 1, fighting in front of people. Nobody enjoys seeing couples fight.
And it also makes it more real to other people that your relationship has problems. And I've seen that the more agreement you can get on your relationship being good rather than bad, the more real that becomes.
Yeah, so it's not too classy to be like in a movie theater and you're like fighting out in the lobby or like in an airport or something like that. Like, if you are gonna have an issue or a disagreement or whatever that you need to sort out, fighting does never solve it.
True.
But doing that in private where you can actually get it resolved is the way to do it. Don't spew it all over everybody else in public. We travel like crazy and I've seen some wild things in airports and other places that you're like, really? Did that just happen? So handle it yourself. Keep it between you and your partner.
Keep it classy. Point number 2 is using names, like calling each other names in fights or disagreements. Like, sure, you are two different people. You might not see eye to eye on everything. You might have to talk through some things to come to an understanding or come to an agreement or figure out what the other one was saying in the first place. Maybe you just didn't understand each other. Yeah. But sitting there and like calling each other names and like using jabs and stuff in those times when you are having disagreements or things that you need to work through, it just makes it just like adds fuel to the fire and is really unnecessary and can prolong those moments much longer than they need to be. And I've noticed that in relationships that I've seen, those things come back around later, like to haunt the relationship. So just don't even start from day one. Just like, don't do that.
Point number 3, dishonesty and secrecy. There is really no place in a relationship for that. And there's a couple ways that we've actually been able to handle that so that we don't have dishonesty and secrecy in a relationship. One is we actually made it very open that if you do something wrong, you're able to tell the other person, but they can't come back and make you wrong for it and a bunch of other things. Because again, that makes you not want to then communicate it.
Right.
Like, all that's gonna do is set you up to go, well, then I'm not gonna tell them. Right?
Totally.
And so we're like, good, look, I have something I wanna tell you. I don't feel good about it. I just want to be able to tell you that. And the other person needs to just understand that. And you can then take responsibility for what you did and actually fully handle it. But it literally is no place in a relationship for that person to actually make you wrong for it.
Yeah, make it a safe space. Point number 4 is never go to sleep upset. When people do that, it starts the next day in a grumpy place rather than in a happy place. And each day is its own, it starts, it goes through and it ends, and then you have a whole next day. So if you get to start each one of those feeling good and feeling good together, that whole day has a better chance of being awesome. And then it's just that cycle that continues to, move itself forward, and you can make that negative or positive. So be positive.
Point number 5, lack of communication. So communication really solves basically everything. So when you can get in there and just continue communicating on a subject or a situation or a problem or whatever, you're gonna find that you can resolve it basically all the time. Like, if I start feeling critical of her when we're trying to solve something, and I, like we were talking about jabs earlier, if I start doing that, I start to look for and really just decide to confront and face the things I was doing that I didn't feel so good about. And when I did that and I tell her, then it resolves.
There's no point ever where too much communication is a thing. That just isn't a thing.
Yeah, true.
And if you are in a loving relationship, things can get worked out because you have that love there as your ground and as your base for everything. So just talk it out, it'll fix itself. Point number 6 is not creating the relationship and actually like stopping to keep it moving forward and keep it being new and fresh. And that can involve, again, communication. That can involve lack of having sex. That can involve, you stop going on dates, or you stop trying to learn new things about each other. You know, like we still learn new things about each other all the time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's part of what keeps the relationship moving forward and being created every day. So when that stops, the relationship is no longer being created. So it's going to stop. So
yeah, like I learned that she really loves peanut butter a lot now. And, you know, like, let's just say, for years she was trying to deny the peanut butter situation, and I knew what I knew, and, you know, eventually came around and
really didn't like it.
she admits it now.
But now it's delicious.
There you go. So you're going to learn new things all the time. And realize you guys also change, right? So even if you knew something before, you may find that there's some new things that you got to learn about your person.
And he can, you know, like, you can change each other. He got me to like peanut butter.
Anything is possible. All right, guys, go ahead and share this video with anybody that you think it could help. You know, our whole mission is to basically help the world. That's what we want to do with the Happy Couple. So have a great one. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing. We appreciate you very much. See you in the next one.